Since day one in AEW, we promised to dominate this company and this country and this world, and more importantly, to be the biggest and baddest band of blood brothers that this business has ever seen.
Oh, hey, how you doing, Chris? How you doing? You're still talking about Garcia and all that stuff? My man, mind your business. I want Garcia, because look at my knee, bro. My knee's all messed up. I can barely walk. That's what I'm talking about, and you too. You too. You know why you're not World Tag Team Champions?
Maybe you are the reason why we're not the tag champs.
Why don't you shut your mouth?
I dare you.
In a circle, this is a family. I don't give a damn what happened on the streets of New York, on the indies, in the big leagues. Yeah, in the big leagues, we dominate. This is family.
But yet you want to pull all your problems on me? How about this? I brought you into the inner circle. I can kick you the hell out as well.
Wow. Oh, look. Things unraveling rapidly for the inner circle.
What the hell has Eddie Kingston ever done for you in AEW? What kind of stroke does Eddie Kingston have in AEW? Zero. I'm the influencer in this company. I never wanted it to come down to this, but if you want to fight, you're gonna get one.
He will have to face his brothers in arms, Santana and Ortiz, across the ring from him.
You can see it and you can hear it, and I'm telling you, a lot of ramifications in this one.
You've got to believe that this has been building for quite some time. A lot of animosity here.
Jericho just took out Kingston!
For what reason? Well, the ship started sinking right after Jericho's unprovoked attack on Eddie.
Look at Kingston and Jericho!
You get the rest out here.
But you notice, Kingston, he didn't lay a hand on Jericho. It was Jericho that just is completely unhinged.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bastard. Your sight may never return. You may never see again. Again. Here we go again. Alone and desolate. Is this just another setback? Is it ever gonna come back? You might have blinded me, but now I see everything. And it's funny, I'm not angry. I appreciate the blessing. You see, now my perspective, it's different. And my vision has never been so clear. House of Black. Thanks to you, I have found a new vision, a purpose, and now I truly see you, Malakai. You are just the same as every other cretin in AEW, self-obsessed and power-hungry, and it's exhausting. And you might have a few spells up your sleeve, but the bastard is beyond even your reach. Incorruptible! And I suppose this was the moment you expected me to bow down and call you master. Malakai Black, I'm gonna make a martyr of you.
I added insult to injury, and why? Because the house is built on conflict. What better way to give an audience that constantly demands conflict and violence, to give them the embodiment of conflict and violence through one Brody King. One that you will embrace as a brother. You will hold him in your arms and you will whisper in his ears that you are thankful for him.
Pac, you denounced the house, and for that, you will be humbled. You and Death Triangle will feel true pain. You will pray for salvation, and when that moment comes, you will look to the teachings the house has bestowed upon you, and you will say, thank you. Because just like death,
we are inevitable.
Penta says that when Malakai misted his face, he spit into his soul. Penta says that if Malakai Black wants to live in the darkness, then he should be prepared to face the consequences. Penta says, it's time to rise, Penta Oscuro.
Wicked hands suffer the unholy fires. Because violence begets violence. That's why when they put their hands on me, snakes coiled around their arms and daggers pierced their skin. And that's how they brought forth Mr. King. All by my own design. Because violence creates through destruction. And when that fire of destruction extinguishes, there is nothing left but ash. And from ashes, new things will grow. But no violence can truly create without judgment.
Who are we waiting for?
History.
I asked Jon Moxley to team up with me to create a whole new AEW, to teach young wrestlers like Lee Moriarty about violence. And Jon Moxley, I want an answer.
Little over a decade ago, I was a lot like that Lee Moriarty kid. So when you showed up in AEW, everyone else was scared, everyone else was intimidated by the greatest wrestler that ever lived, but I was excited. Finally, I would get a chance to put the one hat on my wall I've never got to put up there. I would get a chance to slay the one dragon I could never slay. But as it turns out, Bryan Danielson doesn't want to fight me. Bryan Danielson wants to join forces with me.
We should be fighting together.
No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't think of one good reason to say no. But then I got to wonder, and I wonder maybe it's the only reason Bryan Danielson wants to stand side by side with me, because he doesn't want to find himself in the one place nobody in AEW wants to find themselves, standing across the ring from Jon Moxley. Because he knows I would do to him what I've done to everybody else they've put in front of me for the last 3 years. I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying no. I'll leave it up to you. Brian, I am not that young kid from a decade ago, and seeing as how, for all intents and purposes, we are meeting each other for the very first time here in AEW in 2022, I'll tell you this. I don't stand side by side with nobody till I bleed with them first.